Did we make it back? We made it! Welcome back to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER. I got sick, guys. It was pretty bad. We were struggling for a while. But today we are back to do some readings. I'm going to be doing some free Dragon Guardian readings today. I'm super excited, super happy. So if you guys would like a reading from this deck, it's a really good one. Welcome, Lee Raven. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Robert Rose. Thanks for joining. This will be the deck we are reading from today. It is called the Dragon Path Oracle Cards by Caroline Mitchell. She is a beautiful artist. She's a beautiful author for this. And she has put together one of my favorite Oracle decks. Esme, thank you so much for joining the live stream. Welcome back to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER. My friends, it's so good to see you here. We're super happy to have you, and thank you. I'm so happy you like the makeup today. I asked the Dragon Guardians to give me a look for the stream, so it came out much different than I expected, so I hope that it's fine. But this is what the back of the cards look like. I love it. It's like a little nebula dragon. So I'm super excited to read from these cards. But today I wanted to show you guys how I use a new deck, or how I get used to how I get used to using a new deck. So this deck for me is pretty new. I haven't had this deck for longer than like a month. So I've been using it quite a bit on my own time off camera, but I wanted to jump on here and use it for today's reading. So I'm going to show you guys how I use my decks to get to know them better. So we will be reading the messages out of the booklet today because, again, I'm not too familiar with these cards and we're learning them together. So I also just kind of wanted to show you guys this deck profile as well because it's really fun deck. I love the breakdown of the different cards, and I'm a huge fan of Oracle cards. So here we go. Today we are going to be using this Dragon Guardian here. It's a little pyrite dragon. I love him. Let me situate you guys so you can see. Okay, so this guy is one of my favorites. He is just my little pyrite dragon dude. Phoenix Holly, welcome back to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER. Sekhmet, welcome to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER. Greetings, lovely. How are you tonight? I'm doing so much better that you guys are joining the live. I'm super excited to see what the cards have for us in store today. So we are just going to shuffle the deck a little bit. Let's see. We have a lot of weird things going on in this chat, but that is all good. Here we go. We are just going to cleanse this deck a little bit. All we're gonna do is shuffle it a little bit. All right. Yeah. The person who gave the warning is somebody who's a troll. People do that sometimes to trip out people who live stream. Surprise. You never know. Thank you guys so much for the likes. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. We are going to cleanse this deck with the pyrite dragon, okay? And then we will get started. We're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and one more. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, Cecilia Hunt. It's so good to see you, bestie. Okay, so let's get this guy like situated back where he belongs. Cute. He's a cute little dude. So love this deck. By the way, we're going to do, for the first one, we're going to do a reading for everybody, just to kind of get in the zone of it. All right. So we are doing some Dragon Guardian messages today. Okay. Thank you guys for liking the live, and thank you guys for joining. We're super excited. So make sure you get all of your questions ready, because we definitely need that. Okay. Let me just situate this hat to function properly. Okay, there we go. We're back. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is we are going to ask the Dragon Guardians for some messages. We're going to ask everybody if you have a particular Dragon Guardian you'd like a message from, let me know. Or if you just like a general reading, that's fair too. There's no charge for today. So it's just for fun and just for entertainment purposes only, and just for opening your eyes to potentially some new possibilities. It's always our intention to leave good messages to help inspire and uplift for your highest good of you and the collective. So let us get on into this and pull a card asking our dragon guardians, both mine and those watching, who consent to having them tap in, both here with us now and tuning in later on the rewatch. What does the collective need to know for the year of the snake? We're moving into the year of the snake or the year of the serpent, and it's going to be super exciting. Woo, fun. Okay, let us see. We just got one that jumped out, so let me go grab it. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, so it says transformation. We got transformation for the first one. This is what it looks like. I love it. Oh my gosh, thank you for sending the dragon crown, Cecilia. That was so sweet. You didn't have to. Oh my goodness. But anyway, for the collective, we have transformation. And so, like I said, we're getting to know this deck, right? So for today, I'm going to help you guys kind of show you how I get to use them. So first, because I'm not familiar too well with this deck, we're going to pop on into the little booklet here. And we're going to be pulling some questions off of both TikTok and the YouTube after we do this little collective reading here. But this one says, let's see, it says card number 3, transformation. A new you is emerging. Okay, it says, let it all go. Fear, pain, doubt, anger, sorrow, and guilt. Transformation tells us, so this is like a quote from the dragon speaking to us. It says, you no longer need these experiences. They are in the past. They have completed their task and have no place in your future. By holding on to them, you only keep yourself trapped in old patterns that are no longer of use or necessary to you. A new you is emerging, maybe a quieter, more considered you, but certainly a more powerful you. Having lived through a great many things, now is the time for you to put that experience to good use. Thank you for the follow, Katie. Follow your inner guidance and let your old habits and worries slip away. It says there will always be those who question what you do, but that is their journey. You are on yours. So follow the steps laid out before you, trusting your own inner light as you move toward a fresh way of being you. This transformation can be on any level and it can affect any or every part of your life. Enjoy it and look out for signs and in particular symbols, dragon love symbols, as you are guided by the dragon of transformation to take your next steps. Good enough, nothing gained is special by being frightful. Oh, I think I messed that up. Yep, just kidding. So it says, you are guided by dragon of transformations to take your next steps. So what I'm getting from just hearing that, this particular card looks like a butterfly, doesn't it? It's giving Dragonfae a little bit, I think. Hi, Jose Perez, good to see you. Welcome back to your daily dose of Dragonfeather. Hello, everybody. Welcome in the chat. So this is basically saying, like, moving into the year of the snake, it's all about transforming, okay? Like, it's all about becoming the version of ourselves that we've always wanted to be. It's about ascending to that point of view that we didn't really know we needed, but we ended up finding it through trusting the path ahead. And sometimes this is really difficult for us to embrace change. You know what I mean? So many people don't want to change. So many people don't want to, step out of their comfort zone or try and look at their shadows. That's the hardest part. Thank you guys so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But here's the thing. When you transform, my friends, it is a beautiful journey. It is not about the destination, but about what you learn along the way. And that's what I'm getting for the collective reading for us moving into the year of the snake. I have a feeling that the year of the snake is going to be insane in the best way possible. So let us start the reading. We're gonna start with TikTok. So anyone on TikTok have a question? All of the readings are free tonight. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you'd like more readings like this for free, we do free clan readings over on the Hatchling Clan Discord. So don't forget to jump into the comments of the YouTube land into the description to join us in the Hatchling Clan. Don't forget to hang out with us in the Hatchling Clan. If you're over on TikTok, the link is in my link tree. We're super excited to have you there. It would make our day if you followed us in the Hatchling Clan Discord. So do not be afraid and join us today. But anyway, let's see. Nectonic Nail Clippers asks, can I get advice for the upcoming year of 2025? That is absolutely a great question. Let us find out. What does she need to know? in the upcoming. Elmi, thank you so much for liking the makeup. We asked the dragons for the look today. It was a little unexpected, but it's the one we got today. So what does Nectonic nail clippers need to know for 2025? Woo, I think that's the one, my friends. It says Averbury Matriarch. Interesting. I've never gotten this card before when I've used it. There we go. It's showing up on the YouTube now. So let me just go rummage through here. These are written in Roman numerals, so that is a little bit of a challenge for me. I used to be really good with Roman numerals back in the school days because of math and stuff, but alas, I need to brush up on them a little bit now. It's incredibly necessary, So here we go, my darlings. It says Averbury Matriarch. Okay, here we go. Isn't it so good, Elvie? I love it. Why are you running away from me, my darlings? Stay on my head. Or at least stay on my shoulders. You're keeping me warm, please. It says, okay, Averbury Matriarch, I will guide you to discover the best way you can heal. It sounds like for 2025, my friend, it is all about a journey of healing. And this could be for anyone listening in too. If it resonates, go ahead and take it. It says right here, the matriarch is a dragon that comes in with the strength and power to delve deep into our ancestral past and bring healing. It's all about she usually follows the matriarch line back through the passage of time. It's about understanding what affects you going forward. Now, your name was Nail Tectonics, right? Yes, Nail Tectonics. It's about tracing back what is being passed down, both good and bad and neutral, through your bloodline, specifically through your mothers and grandmothers. She states, the time has come to release the chains that bind the continued pain from your ancestors, which has been passed down from your generation to generation. You do not need to own this, and it is not and never was your pain to bear. So what I'm getting is that, like, you have to understand that the trauma that you've inherited from your family, from especially your mother and your grandmothers, was never yours. It was never yours to hold on to unless you wanted to, right? Like, unless you're not willing to move forward, unless you're not willing to, kind of really look at that trauma and be like, okay, well, what am I going to do about this? Am I going to perpetuate these cycles, or am I going to stop them and change them? If there's a lot of trauma on your maternal side, I definitely, it's just such a good place to start, because personally for me, like, most of the things that I struggle with all begin with the trauma that my matriarchal line has suffered, like with my mother and with my sisters and with my grandmothers and with my aunts. And it's just something that, I think is normal, but we have to look at that, because if we don't, and we don't assess that consciously, we perpetuate it, and that absolutely sucks. I'm hearing to look at the bottom of the deck for you too, for how to really kind of recover from this this overbearing burden that you've inherited. And look what it says, peace. I'm getting a message of peace for you when you focus on recovering from this, when you focus on moving on and like assessing what you've inherited that holds you back. This is what's going to bring you peace. And it says, allow me to pull together your scattered energies. This beautiful and gentle dragon encourages us to be kind to ourselves. We frequently push ourselves too hard in our lives, whether this is at work or at home, or even in our spiritual practices, okay? So this is something that's really unfortunate, because like sometimes when we embark on a spiritual journey or we embark on a healing journey, we put ourselves in this position of feeling the need to meet these goals, or we have to be a certain way, or we have to like adopt a certain ideology, or stop behaving a certain way. And that's just not how it works all the time. It's just really not. Like sometimes we really have to, step back in to ourselves and realize that peace is cultivated within before we take action. And it says, by allowing peace to enter our lives, we enable our very beings to carry more light. We become beacons for others to follow, but in order to do this effectively, we must release our need for control. You don't have to control anything in 2025. Treat 2025 like it is a gift to you, like it is a present from the Dragon Guardians for you to explore this new perspective and this new experience while you navigate letting go of old burdens that you've inherited that don't belong to you, so you can be set free and experience the 2025 you were meant to, girlfriend. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. That is what I got for you today from the Dragon Guardians. But again, thank you. We are here for free readings today. If you would like any more readings in the future, make sure to join us in the Hatchling Clan Discord, as we do free readings there every single day. So it's pretty exciting. And thank you so much for the hearts, or the heart puffs. Thank you. That's so sweet. And thank you guys so much for the follow. You guys are so sweet. Okay, but we are gonna pop on over here to the YouTube world. Gonna see, let's see, Phoenix Holly asks, should I leave, let's see, should I leave my current job working with people to work with animals again? Why or why not? Great question, I'm hearing this one. Okay, we got two this time. Let us see. We have Emergence and the Philosopher. And what I'm getting just from, you know, these images of this, when I'm seeing the little hatchling come out of the egg for Emergence, I'm hearing that it's really important for you to prioritize what makes you feel reborn. I find it funny, since your name is Phoenix as well, that this is coming up. But also the Philosopher. If you look at the Philosopher, he's deep in his studies, really wondering about the world within his book pages, in his hollow, his den, with the planet Saturn behind him. So what this really tells me for your, you know, your work situation is, it really just comes down to the fact of this. Does your job bring you joy? Do you think that you would find joy doing a different kind of job? Because at the end of the day, you absolutely need to be doing the work that, you know, sets your soul on fire. You need to feel like you are, you know, being fulfilled. Fulfillment is a huge part of this life. And if we are working jobs that don't fulfill us, then guess what? We become so depressed, and we become awful to be around, and we become a walking trigger box of sadness. And we just don't want to do that, right? So if you feel like you're constantly wondering, what if, could there be more, while you're at your job now, the current one you have, then I think maybe it's time to take a leap of faith into something that sets your soul on fire, something that you can also make money doing while having the best time of your life. And that's kind of what I'm getting from you from the Dragon Guardians. But I hope that that helps. Thank you so much for letting me and the Guardians read for you. And for those of you guys who are just joining, if I don't get to your questions today, we do offer free readings in the Hatchling Clan Discord every single day. So don't forget to check out the first link in the YouTube description, or the link tree over here on my TikTok. But we're gonna move back over to TikTok, my friends, to get a next question. Let's see, my friends. Unknown Girl asks, what do the dragons want me to know? Let us see what the Dragon Guardians want her and want us to know. Okay, I think this one is feeling pretty heavy already. This one, I'm getting the sense, oops, sorry. It's kind of hard to navigate on these things. Can I mod you? How do I mod you? Hold on, let's find out. We got some little bit of drama in these chats, my friend. Let's see. Let's see. Just making some people some mods, and I think we did it. Thank you so much, Cecilia, for helping me. This is like, there's drama in this chat. Always the drama. Okay, please mod them. I know. It says, Unknown Girl, has anyone told you that dragons are very, very real? Yes, they are so very real, my darlings. They are the most realist mythical creatures I have ever met in my life. Lunar Rainbow, so good to see you. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a good holiday season too, and I hope everybody here had a good holiday season as well. But let's see. We have, what's it called? We have, oh, what was her name again? Let me just double check. Unknown Girl asks, what do the Dragon Guardians want me to know? Let's find out. Thank you guys for the follow. We really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, thank you for the dolphin, Elfie. You guys are so sweet. But here we go. Let's see. What does Unknown Girl need to know, Dragon Guardians? This one. It says Hernie. Ooh, what a beautiful card. Look at this one. Such a gorgeous card. Almost looks like a antlered, what's the word? Like a deer, a buck, that's the word, like a buck dragon in a way. I love this card. It looks so ethereal and magical, and it's just one of my favorites, absolutely one of my favorites. So I don't remember exactly what this one says, so let's pull it up just to make sure. And this one is 3 X's and 3 X's, 3 lines. Okay, so Hernie is one of the, what's it called? One of the guardian dragons, which is funny because we asked the guardian dragons what we needed to learn. Thank you guys so much for the follow. Let's see, it says it's time to reevaluate, to slow down your fast-paced life. The guardians need you guys to know that the best time, you know, to relax and to ease is when you're having a lot of chaos in your life, okay? You need to be able to pull yourself back into a state of peace, but I don't mean like a forced peace, right? I mean like a peace where it's like, sometimes you have to really fight for that peace. Sometimes you really have to make sure that you have this environment for yourself. You know, we have to invest into our environment in order to feel comfortable and cozy and happy, right? So the earth dragon Hernie is connected to nature and everything within the natural world. The rocks, the earth, the trees, the plants, and the animals, and the birds. He advises us that we would do well to remember that we too are part of the seasons, the earth's rotation, and of the Mother Earth herself. The Dragon Guardians want you, my dear Unknown Girl, and everyone watching especially, to understand how much humanity and how much we as individual human beings are part of the earth itself, okay? Like, we aren't separate from nature, we aren't separate from the earth or the planet, we are part of her. We are part of the Mother Earth, we are part of the nature, you know, we're part of this planet. And we absolutely have to be so aware of this, because when we forget, we tend to harm those we love, we tend to harm the animals and harm the environment. So this is why I think the Dragon Guardians really want us to know this right now, because a lot of us are really in a space where we reject the natural nature of who we are, and we reject our connection to nature and the fact that we are nature, but we don't have to do that at all. You know what I mean? We do not have to reject ourselves being a part of nature. All we have to do is remind ourselves that we are part of nature, and every way we move is a natural part of being in tune with Mother Earth. And the dragons want us to be in tune with Mother Earth because that's how we care for her the most, and that's how we can take care of her the most, especially when it seems like everything keeps getting worse. You know, the way we remember is that we are nature too, and we can take any precaution necessary to keep this planet safe, because we need it as much as like you think we don't, we do. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, but that is what the Dragon Guardians had to say for today. But we are going to hop back on over here to the YouTube land. We have a question from Lightning Wing asking, what do the dragons think that I'm ignoring? What a good question, my friend. Let's see what Lightning Wing's answer is. It is, ooh, fun. Lord Katumi? I'm not too sure how to pronounce that name, but this is what the Guardian looks like. This is what the Dragon Guardians think that you're ignoring, Lightning Wing. I'm not familiar with this card too much, so we are going to jump back on. Ooh, let's see. It is number XX, I think. XX? I'm learning the Roman numerals. Please bear with me, my friends. I will get better with it soon because I'm going to start using this deck a lot. It's one of my favorites. But it says, Lord Kathumi, what are you ignoring, my friend? Well, you are the change. Stop ignoring that you are the change, my friends. When Lord Cthulhu first arrived, he was lost no time informing me of who he was. I am the Dragon Elder, the spokesdragon for the Galactic Council. He went on to say, if you desire to be able to hold the energies of the 5th to the 7th dimensions, you need to be clear of all your earthly woes and fears and your deep need for control. Your light bodies need to be in alignment with those of the earth and of the astrological light matrix. Only when you become a tool and a tuning device to lift the energy of the planet, as more of you gather together to do this work, the greater will be your chance of bringing lasting peace to Earth. This guardian comes in with us to remind us that we're forgetting, and especially for you, my friend, the dragon guardians think you're ignoring the fact that you have a greater purpose to protect what's precious. Like, are you doing what's actually necessary? Are you putting in the work? Are you taking care of your family? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of your community? Because chances are you might be ignoring a little bit of it. And that's okay. We all have our human lives and we all get caught up with things sometimes. But the truth is that now more than ever, we need to be present and we need to help each other. We owe each other community. We owe each other help. That's the only way that humans have survived for so long. But it says, Lord Cthulhu went on to explain why the dragons are here collectively. We have come because lasting peace is achievable on Earth. There are other galaxies beyond your human understanding at this time where it has happened. We dragons are as old as the universe itself and have encountered and witnessed humanity in all its guises through the ages. You are the change. You have to embody who you are. The dragon guardians think you're ignoring embodying who you are because when you show up as who you are, the world changes by default. Depending on how you express yourself affects everything else around you because everything is connected. So please, my darlings, please know that this is so important for us to keep in mind, especially when we're moving into 2025, that we are the change. We are the persons and we are the future that's going to help keep this planet in a better place. It's up to us now. You know what I mean? It's up to us now in order to take care of Mother Earth. It's our turn to pick up the responsibility. So let's not ignore that, okay? Let's really accept that responsibility as an adult responsibility and let's take care of this planet together and watch what magic happens. So that's what I'm hearing that the Dragon Guardians think you're ignoring, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me read to you, but I am gonna take a little sip of my rose tea here. It's absolutely delicious, okay? So good. I totally recommend it to everybody. If you have never tried rose tea before, it's definitely super delicious. I 10 out of 10 recommend. But thank you guys so much for joining the live. We are going to jump back over to the TikTok world. And so if anyone here on TikTok has some questions, please let me know and I will answer for you. We're gonna pull a couple more from both Instagram and YouTube before we do one more collective reading and then kind of, chill for the night. But yeah, here we go. May you have pulled for me because I've been seeing that here and there, but I need repetition, of course. That's so funny. Tactile asks, Dear Dragons, what do I need to hear in regards to picking the right job? This is a good one. What do the Guardian Dragons have to say about picking the right job? Let's find out. One more shuffle. Here we go. This one. It says, confidence. When you pick your new job, I need you guys to have confidence that you guys are qualified, that you guys can be hired, or that you guys can create the position for yourself, because anyone can literally make any job in this world. We have absolutely so much at our disposal when it comes to the internet. Anything is monetizable, trust me. Anything can be a job these days, okay? All you have to do is believe in it, and you're always gonna be cringe before you have success, right? So everybody doesn't really know what's gonna work until something does. So if if that means that you just stick to your guns and you're consistent and you're passionate and you're making quality content and you're making sure that you can touch upon things that have, been problems for other people, or you can help solve problems for the community, that's how you're going to make the best decision moving forward in your job. And that doesn't mean you have to be an entrepreneur. That means that all you have to do is know where you can fit in and help the community in any way that you can. And that's what I'm getting for you for your reading. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. We are jumping on over to the YouTube world. So if you have any questions, let us know. Luna Rainbow asks, what does my future hold for my love life? Let's see. What does Luna Rainbow's future hold for her love life? I'm not sure, but let's see what the Dragon Guardians have to say. I'm being told, there we go. That's the one. Ooh, this is such a good one, Luna, look. Destiny, we have Destiny here. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. I absolutely love this one. So this one I'm also not too terribly familiar with. So let's just jump on into this deck into this book really quick. It's X5. Let's see. Destiny, ready? All right, Luna. It says, it is your life, your journey, your path. You walk it your way. The future of your love life, well, it's all about what you desire, what you deserve, and what you are determined to experience. Destiny is a mighty dragon of great authority. She has no time for fluffiness, ego, or human dramas. That means your love life, you have no more time for drama. You have no more time for cat and mouse. You have no more time to be questioning if somebody loves you. The chances are that if you're even questioning what's going on in your love life, you're not with the right person, or the right person isn't around you. Perhaps you haven't met the right person because you haven't met the version of yourself that you need to be in order to make it happen. But it does say, she and her kind have been hidden in the depths of the earth for eons, waiting for us to be ready to take back our power and stand in our individual and collective might. She wants to galvanize us into action so that we stand strong against adversary and, if necessary, fly in the face of authority to challenge systems that are no longer fit for purpose. Don't be afraid to start all over again. The future of our love life is honestly one of mystery. We can never really write the story ourselves because it's about one of destiny, literally the card that she got. It's literally about a dance of destiny, and the Dragon Guardians want to remind you that that's not something that you can always, tap into because it's always changing. But what you can be tapped into is how you show up. And this is what I'm getting from your reading in the future of your love life. You really determine how you're going to show up and what you are and are not going to take for no matter what that happens, Light and fluffy will not create lasting changes on your planet or your love life. Have you ever tried moving up a large, square, flat, bottom stone uphill? It's impossible. As humans, you need to come together and work in union, not isolation. You can't do all the work in your love life. You can't do all of the internal work. If you're going to have a partner and you're going to have a partnership, they need to do the work for themselves too in order to meet you in the middle, for it to be very healthy, for it to be good, and for it to be, one that is everlasting. It takes two to tango, as they say. And this is kind of what I'm getting for you in your reading today. But lastly, it says the time for division has passed. It is time for us to unite, collaborate, and work in union. Like anything that pushes you towards like a division, anything that makes you feel like you're not being met in the middle or you're being discarded is just not for you. You need to understand that it's time for you to find connections in love that unite with you at the same energy that you're giving, because that is what you deserve, Luna. That is what is meant for you. And that is what is always like been your birthright. So this is what I'm getting for you in today's reading. But thank you so much for letting me read for you. I absolutely had so much fun delivering these messages from the Dragon Guardians. But I will say I am going to jump back over here on the TikTok world. And it says, Sierra, welcome to your daily dose of dragon feather. I randomly popped up on my feed and I'm very curious now. We're doing free readings from the Dragon Guardians if you're interested. Kelly will get to your question in just a second, but if you guys are interested in more free readings, if I did not get to your message today, don't forget to check out the Hatchling Clan Discord. It is the first link in the description of YouTube, and it is linked on my tree in TikTok over here. And we would love to have you over there for some more dragon messages. And it says, yeah, Rebel, I'm gonna get David next, after Kelly, I think. Let's see, what did Kelly ask? Kelly asked, can I get advice for the new year? Thanks for the follow, Sirens. Yes, we are doing some free readings today. Let's see what what the Dragon Guardians have to say for Kelly for the new year. Let's check it out. I'm getting this is the one. Ooh, it says freedom. Kelly, it's about your freedom. Okay, 2025 is about becoming who you are, breaking out of that shell. Like, it's time to really just show up as who you are. Like, no more clipping your wings for other people. No more not showing up how you want to. No more making yourself smaller or more palatable for anyone else. You deserve to be free as you are, no matter what the world says. Take every day as a challenge to show up in your freedom. It's your birthright to be you. It's your birthright to express yourself. Let's see. This is a card that I'm still getting used to. So we're just going to tap into the book really quick just to get some clarity. But it also says, let's see, it is number X, freedom. It says, let go and trust the process of life and the universe. Freedom frequently appears when we have been kidding ourselves about what a particular situation or scenario we find ourselves in. You may be feeling overwhelmed with responsibility or trapped by circumstance, or maybe it's simple feeling of disquiet and anxiety. So there might be this feeling of like the weight of the world on your shoulders, Kelly, and that's just like the worst feeling ever. And it feels like you can't breathe and you can't move forward and you can't think and you can't create and you can't do anything that brings you joy. But guess what? When we focus on opening our heart, we will see that the inner truth of any situation. Don't be afraid of the truth, for it can be as liberating as it is healing. Change is the single constant in your world, and you have learned to fear that change. The only way we get freedom is if we're not afraid to change. The only way we experience freedom is if we're not afraid that everybody else around us might perceive us, might change their minds about us, might label us as evil, might label us as monsters, might label us as something that they don't like. But guess what? It's not about their life journey. Freedom is about you and your experience, Kelly. And lastly, it says, be brave, follow your inner guidance, only you can set yourself free. Let go and trust the process of life and the universe. Yes, you have to understand that it is so important for you to trust and have more faith. I'm hearing that in order to experience freedom in the new year, you have to have faith and trust within yourself to get you there. You have to do whatever you can to cultivate little bits of trust and self-confidence within yourself over time, right? Like, it's really important to do what we can to, what's the word? Like, make promises to ourselves that we keep, because this helps build our trust with ourselves. And this is what's going to help us have more freedom and more faith to have that freedom moving on into the next year. So thank you so much for letting me and the Dragon Guardians read for you. I really appreciate it. But we're popping back over to YouTube for our question, and we're going to get to David's question. And David asks the Dragon Guardians tonight, I want to know why dragons, hold on. Was there another one? Did I miss the other one? Hold on. Let me see. Just want to make sure. It says, I want to know why dragons haunt my dreams and create nightmares. Well, I want to do dragon magic, and even though I fear them, I really want to do it. Let's find out. Why do the Dragon Guardians seem to haunt your dreams and induce nightmares? Well, this is quite intense. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, Kelly. We're gonna just go one more cycle through, I think. And it said, what does it say, my darlings? Why do they create nightmares? Let's see. We have a Delphin. I love this card. Look how beautiful this periwinkle dragon is. Delvin is the one that has popped up. Sorry, I love you. Thank you. I'm reading back up what I heard in my soul about me and my twin. Thank you. Huge hugs. Love you, hun. Oh, I'm so happy I could help, Luna. Thank you for the confirmation that it resonated with you. But Delphin, let's see. Let's see. Who is the Delphin? I am not too sure about this card. It's new for me. So it says, my friend David, this is what the Dragon Guardians are, why they seem to be creating nightmares for you. It says that you can choose to heal and be healed or swim in the riptides. Delphin is the etheric counterpart of the whales and the dolphins. The whales are the Earth's record keepers, and the dolphins are our spiritual ancestors. They carry the blueprint of our spiritual existence here on Earth. The wise old dragon of the deep carries the same knowledge and understanding within the depths of his being. Delphin has this to say about our journey and the oceans of our planet. So I'm getting a sense that this is why, here, I'm just going to show you guys the card again. I'm getting a sense that this is why the Dragon Guardians may be creating some nightmares for you. And it says, the waters of Earth can cleanse or maim, support or take a life. You too are faced with a similar choice. You can choose to heal or to be healed, or you can choose to swim in the riptides. Neither is wrong. It is only a matter of perspective and choice. You have been faced with audacious situations at times and made some bad choices too. Remember that you are human, and as humans your race makes mistakes, and on that occasion poor decisions, but that is all part of learning. It's time to forgive yourself and others and move on. I'm hearing that the reason why the Dragon Guardians are creating nightmares for you is because you're trying to escape something that you feel guilty about. The truth is that the Dragon Guardians know that we cannot run away from our shadows, and many times we are only able to face our shadows within our dreams. And sometimes this comes through as nightmares, and it can be extremely hard to deal with. What throws you off more than a horrible nightmare, am I right? But here's the thing about working with dragons, especially if you want to work with dragon magic, is that you're always going to be forced to face those fears. You're always going to be forced to face those shadows. And the Dragon Guardians want you to know that you can forgive yourself. You can forgive yourself for the past decisions that you made that were not necessarily the best. You can forgive yourself for all of the things that you have done that make you feel like you're not perfect, because guess what? That's how we learn. And when we make mistakes and when we may hurt the ones we love on accident, all we can do is try our best to help them and to make it right and to do whatever we can, knowing that it is true that consequences come with anything in life. And when we make bad decisions and it comes with bad consequences, we have to own those with honor and do our best to do better. And that's all we can do. And sometimes they don't get better, and sometimes those nightmares won't go away until we take those steps at accepting what we've done, accepting what we've been through, and accepting what is and has been and what may never ever be moving forward because of X, Y, or Z that either we did, we were a part of, or that we influenced. So I'm hearing a lot of forgiveness, and just don't be afraid to look at those bad things that have happened to you, especially if you want to work with dragons. The dragons are going to help you work through those things. Okay, a huge reason why we work with the dragons is to practice shadow work. So I definitely am going to recommend some shadow work with the Dragon Guardians. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. I had a lot of fun reading with the Dragon Guardians for you. I'm gonna pop over to TikTok for another question. And Siren's Paradise asks, what does my spirit team want me to know? Let us see. Siren's Paradise, what do the Dragon Guardians and your spirit team want you to know? Let's see. Is this an esoteric channel? Okay, welcome to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER, and I guess you could say it is. We post about dragon magic here, music, and of course, the wonderful mysteries of mythology. So hit the like button if that's what you're interested in, and don't forget to follow or subscribe. But let's see, Sirens. What does your spirit team and the Dragon Guardians want you to know? I'm hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. They say grace. They want you to learn how to move with grace, my dear. You do not have to assert your boundaries with anger and violence or with a desperate need, almost like a defensive need to be understood. Okay, like I'm getting the sense that you're moving through a period in your life right now where you're really accepting that you have boundaries and you're really understanding what those boundaries look like and what you are and are not willing to tolerate. And when you're trying to make sure those boundaries are enforced, sometimes you might snap a little, or sometimes it might come off, you know, in a little bad way, right? But here's the thing, if you handle yourself with grace and you take a deep breath before you make snap judgments about your reality, or you make snap judgments about anything around you or the world around you, that's what's gonna aid you moving forward, not only in 2025, but also just in life in general, Siren's Paradise. I'm getting the sense that you're a very sensitive person. There's a lot of watery emotional energy around you, and that's why, you know, Grace, a beautiful like blue card came up. I get the sense that there's a lot of dreamy energy. You have a lot of desire for the highest standards that you possibly can achieve in your life, and the truth is that you're only going to get there with a little bit of grace and learning to hold yourself with grace, and sometimes that comes with holding your tongue. I'm also hearing to look at the bottom of the deck for you, because that's how you're going to attain your freedom. Okay, like we want you to be free, and so do your guardians and your spirit team, but you have to have a little bit of grace to get there. You do not need to speak all the time. You do not need to always be the loudest in the room. You do not need to be the quietest in the room. Okay, you can sometimes be, what's the word, you can sometimes be literally absolutely mute, right? You don't have to say a word. But sometimes by not saying anything, we say everything, and we are the loudest in the room. It's about understanding how to move with your intuition. I'm getting that like your intuition is really important when it comes to your spirit team, and you doubt that. Why do you doubt your intuition? This can come from people not validating our feelings, or not validating our experiences within, what's the word? Within childhood especially. Like I'm hearing that it's sometimes a really difficult process to go through, and nobody wants to deal with that, right? Like absolutely no one wants to deal with that, which is why like when we take a step back and we have this like knowing that, you know what, I don't need to snap every time that someone like crosses my boundaries. All I have to do is take a deep breath and hold space and just observe what's happening and move with grace. That's how we attain our standards, and that's how people treat us with more respect too. And that's how we ultimately get more freedom. So I hope that that helped. Thank you so much for letting me and the Dragon Guardians read for you. I had so much fun. Do you need to pay to be in the Discord server? No, you do not, David. It is a free server because everyone deserves dragons, and we would absolutely love to have you there. We are always talking about them dragons over there, and we are absolutely obsessed with the dragon realm. We cannot stay away. So please join us if you are interested in Dragon Guardians, or if you want some free readings too, because we do free readings over in the Hatchling clan. So we're gonna do a couple more cards before we do a collective reading, and then we will be done for the day. But I will be going over to the Hatchling clan after this live stream to drop some free goodies for you guys. So please stay tuned for that over here on YouTube. If anyone has a question, please let me know. If you have a question over here on the YouTube land, I will definitely be more than happy to answer for you. But, you know, it's honestly my favorite place to be in the Hatchling Clan Discord. We will be offering you all of these awesome free goodies that you can download, some PDFs for your book of shadows, things like how to build your foundation in your craft, things about spiritual safety, and getting started with dragon magic. So if you guys are interested in those free goodies, go ahead and join the Hatchling Clan Discord server, which is linked in the description on YouTube and linked in the bio over here on TikTok. Okay, here we go. We are so excited. I like just getting situated for these new messages. I'll make sure we're all comfortable and cozy. It says, Taylor asks, how can I combine working with the moon and the dragons? That is a beautiful question. Let us ask the deck. Let us see. It says, the guardians say, Taylor, how can I combine working with the moon and the dragons? Let's see what the guardian dragons have to say. I'm hearing this is the one. And they say, confidence. I love this. Taylor, all you need in order to work with the moon and the dragons is some confidence to trust your intuition. Something that overlaps with the moon and something that overlaps with the dragons is their huge emphasis on trusting your intuition. It's all about working with your intuition, all about working with that internal knowing, that internal feeling. And the way that you can combine working with dragons and with the moon is by working on your intuition and developing your intuition at nighttime, especially during the full moon. So like one of the best ways to connect with dragon guardians and to honor our dragon guardians is to create a ritual that we can perform every full moon or throughout the phases of the moon during the lunar cycle that can help us connect and stay on the right path in alignment with our dragon guardians. Sometimes it can simply be just a ritual to dance with your guardians and give them offerings and offer them song and conversation, and of course a beautiful display of candles and crystals and goodies that you decide to offer them. But of course, here's the thing. When it comes to working with the moon and the dragons, I definitely recommend tapping into lunar dragons and guardians of the different phases of the moon. It can be so much fun working with dragons like that, and the best way to tap in with those energies is to get a crystal that reminds you of the moon, like moonstone or selenite, for example, to name a couple, and go outside during the moonlight, preferably the full moon, because we want to be bathed in that lunar energy, that lunar light, and ask your guardian to, use the crystal as a anchor for them to you. So whenever you need them, this lunar guardian dragon, that they will always be there when you reach for this crystal. And this is how I'm hearing is the greatest way for you to start working with the moon dragon, with the moon and the dragons, and adding a little bit of confidence, okay? Because you deserve to experience your magic, my dear Taylor. You deserve to have the world. It's at your fingertips. It was your birthright. That is why you were created, to enjoy this place for a time, before it's time to go who knows where next. But guess what? You are in control of everything, and all you need is a little bit of confidence to jump on in and take that leap of faith, and the guardians might bring you the most magical, wonderful mysteries of the moon. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. I really enjoyed channeling that message from the dragon guardians. But we are moving on over to TikTok for a couple more questions. We'll do one more from TikTok and one more from YouTube. And then we will do our collective message before heading on out. But Riri asks, what wisdom on balance do the dragons have? This is a really good question. I love that one, Riri. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you for the beautiful words, Azura. Lunar alchemy and dragons have been calling to me so much recently. Oh my gosh, Taylor, I love lunar alchemy. We love alchemy over in the Hatchling clan Discord. If you would like to talk about lunar alchemy with us and like moon dragons and dragons with us, we'd love to have you in the Hatchling clan Discord. And don't be afraid if you're a little shy. I know some people are like lurkers, but trust me, the Hatchling clan Discord server was literally created just for you hatchlings and I to hang out, have fun, and get to know each other while studying the magic within. Sarah, where's the best way to message you to talk privately? The best way to get a hold of me is on Discord right now. If you want to have a chat, if you join the Hatchling Clan Discord server, you can private message me without a friend request. So that would be easiest way to chat with me. But anyway, let's jump on over to Riri's question. I'm quite interested. What wisdom on balance do the dragons have? I'm hearing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. They said for balance, Gaia. Oh my God, what a beautiful card. Gaia, I love this card. So gorgeous, so stunning. It gives so much beautiful dragon fae energy. Ooh, I absolutely love it. Hello, Mark Fuller. Welcome to your daily dose of Dragon Feather. We are doing live free readings today, so please ask your questions. I am going to be doing one more question from the YouTube world. So we have Gaia for Riri here. And what exactly does Gaia have to say for us? She is 3 X's and 1 line. We're still learning. Still learning the Roman numerals, my friend. We are going to see. It says, for you on balance, Riri, what wisdom on balance do the dragon guardians have? Well, they say have courage to stand up for what you believe in, your heart to be true. When it comes to balance and working on any kind of balance, we have to defy all odds sometimes, because this world is not one of balance. It's one that is out of balance in almost every way possible. And because of this, it is incredibly important for us to focus on believing and standing up for what we believe is the most sacred things for us to stand for. It says, please excuse me, it says, I am the etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her. I will guide you into restoring balance. What is done cannot be undone, and has, alas, some things are gone forever. Have courage to stand up for what you believe in your heart to be true, and I will stand with you. You can be that change. Riri, when it comes to balance, it's always an answer of protecting what's precious, protecting who's precious, and protecting the planet that we have that's precious. This is why Gaia has come through. When you want to balance any sort of thing in your life, it's all about justice, you know? People forget that the scale of balance is the scale of justice. Libra coming in at you, very Libra energy with this reading right here. The wisdom of balance that is most critical for you to remember is that you are part of this nature, and that you have a responsibility to protect this nature, to protect Gaia, because that's not only what's going to bring this world into balance, but that's what's going to bring the turmoil within you into balance, okay? Like, you have to understand this is such a difficult thing to do sometimes when we're afraid, but when we remember that all we have to do is trust ourselves, being present within our bodies right now, that's how we're able to stand up for this change. That's how we're able to alchemize that balance. It says, she is also here now to help ground the frequencies of the fifth dimension and above, which are coming into our consciousness. She will guide us when we are ready to reignite the light of Earth's grids. The deep healing this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on Earth and a future that is sustainable. Because how can our lives be in balance if we don't have a balanced world? And that's why, in order to take the most poignant action towards balance, it is towards balancing the chaos of this world, becoming the maelstrom that channels the chaos into a new way of life, a new creation that balances us all. So Riri, thank you so much for letting me read for you. The Guardians had a very interesting message. I literally loved that one so very much. We are jumping back over to the YouTube world, and Violet Mays asks, what are my mom's intentions towards me? Does she actually love me? I am not sure, my darling Violet Mays. Let us see what the Dragon Guardians have to say. We do not know, but we will see what they have to say. What are my mom's intentions towards me? Transformation. She wants to change you, but it's like pretty normal. Like, not in like a malicious way. Like, this is like, you know, every mother has like, you know, a certain ideal for their babies, especially if it's like their baby girls, or, you know, mothers have certain expectations for their daughters versus expectations for their sons, and it doesn't really matter which category you fall into. Sometimes our parents just want us to be a certain way, and they just want us to transform into that version. I think that it's rooted in wanting the best for you, but it's a lot of confusion on what that actually means for you. I get the sense that she really does love you, but she struggles to love herself, so therefore how can she express true love for you? That is something that is so difficult to swallow as a child. Like, it's your mom, right? Like, but it's something that we have to remember, that this is her first time living too, and being able to open our hearts to that reality and just do the best that we can to be there for our loved ones. You know, as long as she's not like going out of her way to like hurt you maliciously, and you know, traumatizing you in ways and just disrespecting your boundaries, right? Like, sometimes, you know, our parents are just difficult, and that's totally understandable. And it's the best thing that we can do is just, especially as we're older, is just to take a step back and remember that they're living their life for the first time too, and that not every parent is perfect. And inherently, I'm getting the sense that she does love you, but she really struggles to love herself, and she's never had an example of what that looks like. So that's why it's kind of confusing. But I hope that helped, Raven. That was a very deep and a very, a very intimate question to ask me. So I thank you so much for trusting me and the Dragon Guardians answering that, but I really do hope that that helps. Yes, this is not a fortune telling channel. Thank you guys very much. We are just channeling the guardians here for some, what's it called? Advice, maybe some guidance, maybe some extra, what's the word? Some extra insight, okay? So I'm getting the sense that we should do one more from TikTok and YouTube before we do one collective reading. Of course, Violet May is always happy to help. Let's see. Christine Charlie, good evening. It is pretty late for me over here. It's almost oh, it's 10 p.m. now it is. But let's see, over here on TikTok. Any questions over here on TikTok, my friends? We are just shuffling here. If you have any questions, please just leave them in the chat and I will answer. There is no charge for today. They are free readings. And if I do not get to your question today, I do free readings in the Hatchling Clan Discord every single day. And some of the Hatchlings do too, so you definitely don't want to miss that out. So go ahead and check the description on YouTube, the first link to join us in the Discord, and go ahead and check the link in my bio over here on the TikTok land. Are these things getting better after today? Because geez, oh man, LV, that's a great question. Are things getting better after today? Dragon Guardians, please tell us. Please let us know. And then let's see. Please let us know. LV, let's see. I personally am not sure. Will things be getting better? What do the Dragon Guardians have to say? They're telling me this one. They say, Arborberry Matriarch. I'm getting the sense that you need to spend time with a motherly figure for things to get better. It doesn't necessarily have to be a genuine mother or a grandmother. It doesn't have to be a human being. It could be like a matron deity or like a motherly goddess. It could be even like a motherly dragon guardian that you have. I'm getting the sense that things don't get better until you work on healing the trauma within your bloodline, specifically tied to the matriarchal side, meaning through your, your sisters, through your aunts, through your mother, through your grandmother. There's a lot of trauma that's been passed down to you that is actually affecting your life way more than you even realize, and it's not going to get better until you do the shadow work on that to really understand why certain things happen the way they do in terms of the way you perceive reality, right? In terms of the way that you perceive, what's the word? Any sort of situations that you go through. Sometimes it's just a matter of a shift in perspective. That's all we need for things to get better after today, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm also hearing read at the bottom of the card. We have Platinum. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It is an absolutely gorgeous card. Can we focus? Thank you, YouTube. It's one of my favorites. Initially, the sense that I'm getting off of this to help things get better within the trauma within like the bloodline, like the matriarchal bloodline, is focusing on your energy centers one by one and raising that one by one. You don't have to start with the, grounded, the first root one. You can literally start with the energy center that feels the most blocked to you. I'm hearing that would actually be better for you. It would actually be better for you. I'm hearing the heart is blocked the most because you have a lot of love to give, but you struggle to give this love to yourself because of this trauma within your matriarchal bloodline. Woo, that's a read. I'm also hearing to tap into what the book says because I haven't pulled this card very many times in my personal reads. So I want to make sure I'm getting all of this. It says, I am the keeper of secrets. This incredible, it's asking me to be a human. TikTok, you are so strange. Are we back? We're back on TikTok. Okay, it says Platinum. I am the keeper of secrets. Here, let me hold this card up because this is a really good one. I am the keeper of secrets, okay? It says, this incredible being is the guardian of the Atlantean temples. Okay, bestie. He connects to Saint Germain and is the historian and record keeper of all events during the Atlantean era. He can take you to and bestow upon you the magic encompassed in that time. I'm hearing the best way for you to heal these matriarchal wounds is to tap in with spiritual energy that is associated with water, essentially like dragonfae energy, mermaid energy, and even some like siren nymph energy is going to really help you. things that make you feel beautiful and sexy. This is what's going to absolutely help you heal these things the most. And Platinum's message to you is, I am the keeper of secrets, which are as old as the universe itself. I'm here to impart this ancient knowledge to you for yourself and others. The wisdom has been hidden for eons and forgotten by many. Now is the time for these memories to resurface for you, to acquire ancient knowledge. As you heal these like wounds within like the inherited trauma from your matriarchal bloodline, you're going to unlock these secrets of humanity. You're going to unlock these secrets within your own bloodline, within your own magic, within your own reality. And you're going to gain access to wisdom that you would never have been able to access had you not done this work, right? He also says he will make you aware of your healing potential and connect you with your abilities deeply, enabling you to clear the lower vibrations from your physical and spiritual body, paving the way for you to become a truly awesome spiritual warrior. You are literally on the brink of a huge breakthrough, LV, and I promise you that all you gotta do is the things that you absolutely don't want to do, and that's your fastest shortcut to making what you want to bring forth into reality come to fruition. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read for you, LV. It's always so much fun reading for you, but that is what I'm getting. It's, you know, a lot of times we really ignore, we think that we do the healing work, but we're doing all the healing work except the things that are the hardest the most. Okay, but you know, I've been looking into mermaids and this just kind of confirms it with me. Dude, LV, I know, man, like, I swear to you, when it comes to working with mermaids, they always pop up, at least in my practice, like for working on like the wounded feminine, like the wounded divine feminine, especially like feeling like I'm worthy of like princess treatment or being beautiful and sexy, like that's when the mermaid energy comes. But I'm going to be picking one more question here from the YouTube land. Are you wise and you know the secrets of Saturn? Yes, I do, YouTube agent. I'm more than happy to pull a card for that, actually. YouTube agent asks about the secrets of Saturn. I'm super curious. The secrets of Saturn. Let's find out. I'm curious. I'm hearing a couple more questions because this one's going to be a quick one. It says, Asclepius. Okay. James, I will get to you next, I promise. Breathe, brother. I will read you, okay? No stress. It says XXV2. Let's see. Okay, this is one of the, let's see, this is one of the Grandmaster Dragons. OMG, thank you. Yeah, I got you. Asclepius says, it is your journey and yours alone. The secrets of Saturn is all about one of, what's it say? It says your modern image of the Cacardersius is incorrect. I'm hearing that like the secrets of Saturn is about healing, is about revealing what's hidden in plain sight. Okay. It says this Asclepius was the ancient Greek god of medicine, the son of Apollo. Upon meeting him for the first time, his opening words were, your modern image is the Catius is incorrect. Please excuse me if I misspelled that. It says, he was a healer of great repute in Greek mythology, and this dragon in particular reminds us that inside too resides great healers. His particular affinity lies with practitioners who use healing plants, herbalism, homeopathy, and essential oil and flower essences. Add this to his rather shamanic energy and his affinity with snakes, and he is a powerful ally. Working with Saturn energy, we have to understand that, I mean, especially for me in my work with Saturn in particular, the rings around Saturn really give Ouroboros energy for some reason. I don't know if any of you guys feel that. For those of you guys who don't know what an Ouroboros is, it is a serpent or a snake or a dragon in a coil eating its own tail. It symbolizes life, death, and rebirth, right? But I'm getting the sense that, you know, it's all about life, death, and rebirth when it comes to Saturn energy. The secrets of Saturn is one of transformation. It's one of rebirth. It's one of destruction to create new life. And honestly, it says continuing with his practical help for your life. He asks if you need support of a professional with knowledge of healing plants, or if it is time for you to undertake training in one of the areas mentioned above, or indeed shamanism. It's about grounding yourself in spiritual truths, the hidden mysteries of Saturn. Thank you so much, Guardians, for this question. We're gonna do one more from TikTok, and then we're gonna get Jane's question. Okay. Alvi says, is Duane going to break up with me? Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to break up with you, but maybe the Dragon Guardians do. Let's see what the Dragon Guardians have to say. They are saying, let's see. They are saying, Spirit, you need to have a chat with Spirit. Let me get some clarification. We have V3, let's see, just to make sure it is the right one. It says, Spirit, you are truly awesome and your own creator. The truth is that, like, it doesn't really matter if he's gonna break up with you or not. Oh my God, that is so annoying. Like, why are you even, like, with somebody that would make you question that? And, like, what do you want? Like, do you even want to be with this person? Does this person bring you joy? Do you feel like you have to be with this person because it's like some star-crossed lover thing, some twin flame thing? Like, do you feel like you have to be with them because, like, you've been with them from lifetimes and lifetimes? Or it says that Spirit appears to us when we are gearing up for another steep learning curve in our spiritual path. And sometimes a breakup is one of the ways that our spiritual guardians and our spirit teams like to teach us lessons. I know that it sucks, but I'm hinting that there's a really big shift coming for you, and it doesn't really matter if he breaks up with you or not. It says, he connects most strongly with those who have begun to work on themselves and are well and truly underway in their spiritual journey. I get the sense that you prioritize your spirituality. You prioritize your self-improvement and your growth. Your Evie, sorry, not LV. Evie, you prioritize these growth. You prioritize this growth for yourself, this higher standard for yourself. You want to live your best life, girlfriend, and as you should. It's your birthright. But, like, does this person bring that to you? Like, do you feel like they elevate your life, or do you feel like they crush your life? Maybe you should break up with him, bestie. That's what I'm hearing. The Dragon Guardians are saying maybe you should break up with him, bestie. Hey, look, I know that I'm just the mouthpiece for the dragons today, okay? Like, I don't really know if this is gonna hurt your feelings. I'm really just trying to give you the message. But it says, there is no you and I as separate beings. We are all one energy. Does this person treat you like you're separate from them? Do they make you feel like you are not good enough? Does it make you feel like you have to be a certain way to be loved by this person? Or do they collaborate with you? Do they welcome you? Do they love you? Do they chat with you? Are they open to that? Do they listen to how you feel? Do they listen to your experiences? Do they validate you? It's actually really freaking important, okay? So I'm also hearing that it says, if you are feeling spiritually disconnected, lost, or simply overwhelmed, call on Spirit to guide your way. Your job here is to watch and listen to your feelings, sudden flashes of inspiration, and as always, signs and symbols from the dragon clans and dragon guardians. Although these are sent by the dragons, they can be subtle. So to be aware and look out for them, meditate with Spirit and ask for his guidance to inspire and enlighten you. It's incredibly important for you, my friend, to seriously sit with yourself and ask yourself, how does this feel? Does this person make me feel good? Do I want to be here? Is this going to be something that I want to take with me into year after year after year? Do I want to be with this person? Why do I feel anxious about them potentially breaking up with me? What do I gain from this truly? You know what I mean? Again, the Dragon Guardians are saying maybe you should break up with them. But this is what I'm getting, and I'm hearing that you need to tap in with Spirit, and they will absolutely have the answers that you seek. So thank you so much for letting me read for you. It was so much fun channeling the Dragon Guardians for your question. We are going to pop back over to YouTube to answer James' question. Young Robot, I've been watching you since middle school. I love you. Oh my gosh, Young Robot, thank you so much for joining and supporting for so long. That's like insane to me. I literally have been doing this for a while, so I am so honored to have you still around with us. So cheers to you, my friend. Super honored to have you here. James, let's see what the cards have to say for you. I just got to scroll back to see your question. It says, am I going to be a straight A student again? I'm a freshman. Woo, what a question. Let's see. Dragon Guardians, will James be a straight A student as a freshman? I don't know, my friend, but we will ask the dragons to see. I didn't know that you can contact dragons. Absolutely you can, Yuki. I work with dragons and have for 20 plus years. I literally love them to pieces. I cannot live life without the dragons, of course. But if you're interested in learning about dragon magic or connecting with dragons or working with dragons in a spiritual way, Yuki, go ahead and join the Hatchling Clan Discord. It is where we hang out with the hatchlings to have fun and discuss dragon magic and other kinds of magic too. So we would love to have you there within the Hatchling Clan Discord server. It's the first link here on YouTube and the first link in my bio for my link tree. So we would love to have you there. And same with you, young robot. Everybody, we would love to have everybody there. Seriously, please join us. Do you identify as a squirrel? Absolutely, I identify as a dragon feather. Thank you for the question, my friend. Let's see, James, are you gonna be a straight A student? My friend, I don't know, but we're about to find out. Here we go, this is the one. It says peace. The dragons are saying you have a lot of anxiety about school. You need to take it easy. You need to focus on your needs being met first. That means your sleep comes first. That means your eating comes first. That means you have to take time to relax and take breaks, okay? You need to prioritize your rest, okay? Funny enough, we actually learn better and we actually get better grades when we prioritize our sleep. And if you don't believe me, go check it out on the internet. You'll find article after test after all of these studies in order to validate these claims. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys absolutely 110% check this out. Is working with dragons similar to working with a deity? Sawyer, welcome to your daily dose of DRAGONFAETHER, and absolutely it is. It definitely can be. But this piece is what you need in order to bring about your best grades. You need to be able to cultivate rest and relaxation within your nervous system and have some sort of routine that you can use on top of your studying, on top of your classes, in order to make sure that you are getting some TLC or tender love and care. Because guys, please don't underestimate how much help that it gives you within your grades when you rest and you relax and you get that sleep, okay? So I have a feeling that if you focus on peace, rest, and relaxation, and then prioritize your studies, you will absolutely be a straight A student. So thank you so much for letting me read for you, James, and for being so patient while I get to you. That was so much fun. But I'm going to be doing a little reading for everybody. So this is going to be a collective reading. I'm not sure if I'll do more readings after this, but we'll see. So Dragon Guardians, whoop, what do all of the hatchlings need to know? Let's find out. They said freedom. Yeah, they're saying, I want you guys to remember that your freedom is the most important thing. Okay? You guys need to know that you have nothing without your choice. You have nothing without your rights. You have nothing without your willpower, right? Like your health is your wealth. Your health is your freedom. And you need to have to understand what is good for you, okay? Like I need you to know that like it's not about the stereotypical way that it might look, right? It might not look, you know, the way that you think freedom looks, right? Like freedom to you might look like staying inside the house by a fireplace with a cup of coffee and a good book to read. That might be freedom to you. And for some of you guys, freedom might look like climbing to the top of the tallest mountain, but we don't really know what freedom looks like to us until we tap in. And the Dragon Guardians want us to take the time before the year of the snake within this winter period to really reflect on what we think freedom means to us. What does freedom look like to you? What does freedom feel like to you? And what is freedom, what is the experience of freedom embodied, right? Like how can you be that, right? Like how can you be freedom embodied? And the only way you're gonna get there is by spreading your wings and taking a leap of faith and trying to learn how to fly. The only way we get there is if we show up. The only way we get there is if we try and sometimes fall on our face, okay? The guardians want you to know that when it comes to not only working with dragons, but living this life in this earthly world, you have to know that making mistakes is part of it. And making mistakes is how we gain our freedom. We only learn how we don't want to be by making the mistakes when we decide, I did not like that. I did not like the way that that made me feel. I did not like the way that that made my friends and my family feel. I did not like the way that I may or may not have hurt or affected another person. Like, I can do better. And this is a part of where freedom comes in. When we desire more for ourselves, the guardians want you to remember that the freedom comes when you desire the most for yourselves. You can only attain the freedom in this world if you desire the best experience that you can have, and not only that, but believe it is possible for you. Okay? You guys have to believe that freedom is possible for you. You have to believe that you can show up as your geeky, cheeky, and freaky self. You have to believe that if you want to put that crazy horns hat on your head, that you can, and it'll be awesome. You have to have faith that if you want to wear that outfit, or if you want to be expressing your gender a certain way, or if you want to be showing up in whatever religion that you like, part of that freedom comes with taking that reality, taking that life for you, no matter what anyone says to you. No matter what anyone treats you. That is what is so important, is knowing that the way you show up, the way you choose to be, the way you choose to walk in this life is always gonna be your experience alone. It's your choice and your perception, and it affects nobody else. Your life experience, your freedom, your experience of freedom only affects people who wanna control you and leech off of you. Do not let people like that come into your life and take over your experiences. You don't deserve it. You don't. You deserve freedom, and that comes from being literally so audacious. You take what you want. You have to take what you want in this life sometimes. I'm hearing read the bottom of the deck too. Yes, transformation. They want us to know that it's time to transform into our best selves. It's time to, set ourselves on dragon fire in order to burn away all that no longer serves us. The dragon guardians really want you to know this. And to cut the deck for a secret message, we got spirit again, but also I'm hearing that they want this one. Yeah, Eclipsius and spirit coming through again. It's basically that energy of powering through no matter what comes forward, and making sure that in the face of fear, that you choose courage instead of cowardly. Like, you don't want to be a coward in your own life anymore. Don't make yourself this way. You have to choose to be courageous, because without fear, there cannot be courage. So every time you choose to be courageous in the face of your fears, you are evolving your human spirit. You are evolving up, and that is part of the transformation that the guardians want you to have within not only this year of the snake, not only the rest of the year of the dragon, but also your lives, you guys. Your lives belong to you. Okay, this is super powerful. I just finished some shadow work revolving this. Thank you for your message. Of course, Sawyer, thank you so much for tuning in. It's so important for you guys to understand that every single moment is an opportunity in this life for you to take a hold of something that you want, for you to experience something that you desire, for you to change something, for you to be like, you know what, enough is enough, and now I'm gonna be me, and I'm not gonna say no anymore. Like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm gonna wear my makeup the way I want. I'm gonna wear the clothes that I want. I'm gonna talk about the things that I want to talk about. You know what? I'm going to finally start that TikTok page and make content that I like. I'm going to finally try and get that job position and stop being afraid. Like, freedom comes from us daring to get something better, daring to try something new. And all of you guys deserve that. Whether or not you think I look weird or not, like, all of you guys deserve to have the best this life has to offer, because it is your birthright. And sometimes the only way you get there is by choosing it. You have to sometimes find out what you want and then choose what that, like, find what you want, choose that, and then let yourself have it. That is this life experience, right? And it's so incredibly important for you to just remember that. Gavin asks, can I see your rings? Of course. So I first have this one. It is a Labradorite, little Labradorite. This one is in dedication to my matron goddess Tiamat. We have this little Labradorite ring here. And then we have my dragon ring here. This is for my dragon guardian, my main dragon guardian, who is with me always. This ring has always been on me for life. And then I have my engagement ring from my fiance. This is a real diamond, for those of you guys wondering. So loved it. It was great. We love the rings. So amazing. Thank you for asking, Gavin. May the dragons bless everyone, the ignorant and the evolved. Of course, Dom G. I love that. Ugh, I love Labradorite. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Why do I keep seeing happy snakes? Happy snakes, snakes are the best. Oh yeah. Anyway, no, but I'm serious. Young Robot, thank you for the roses and the tiny. I appreciate you guys. Before I head out here, I just kind of wanted to leave you guys with a channeled message from the mother of Dragon Guardians herself, Tiamat, my matron deity Tiamat. If you are unfamiliar with who Tiamat is, she is an ancient Sumerian goddess or an ancient goddess from Mesopotamia of creation, chaos, the deep sea. She's a celestial dragon as well as responsible for the creation of dragons, which is why we call her the mother of dragons, the only mother of dragons, okay? Who's the only mother of dragons? Tiamat. Who's the only mother of dragons? Tiamat. Who's the only mother of dragons? Tiamat. So if anyone claims to be the mother of dragons, that shit is weird and goofy, okay? Unless you were Emilia Clarke playing Daenerys Targaryen. That is it, okay? So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a channeled message for everybody, as I think we need to just kind of tap in with Tiamat for a quick minute to hear some messages for the year of the snake, because some might argue that she is a snake, or a snake with many heads, maybe a hydra. We don't know. We don't really never know about Tiamat. She's kind of her own thing in her own world and far beyond human comprehension. I literally say if I was a crystal, I would be a labradorite. I love that crystal. Violet Maze, I love labradorite. Here, I have another one. This is one of my favorite like palm stones. It reminds me of the like dragon scale from, what's it called? From Dragon Tales. Dragon Tales, let's all go to Dragon Tales. Come on now, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragonland. I have a feeling that was from Tiamat. Tiamat was like, let's go to Dragonland. Absolutely, Mother Tiamat. But on a more serious note, I'm going to get into a state where I can channel. So this is, I know, Dragon Tales for real. I was just singing that song yesterday. Hell yeah, Sirens. It's one of the best. Do dragons have their own language? I'm sure they do. I definitely would check out the languages of the mythologies that the dragons come from tend to be their language. But I would also argue, Ross K, welcome to your daily dose of Dragonfeather, that the language of the dragons is riddles. I think we can all agree that the language of the dragons is riddles, and it kills me. Slump coffee or tea? We are drinking rose tea today. So for today, we are on the tea. We're on the tea, team tea. The tea team? I don't know, 1,000% to 10,000% riddles, yeah. They have to be. It has to be the language of the dragons is riddles. 100% there, that is my final answer. So this is very impromptu. Tiamat's kind of taking over the end of the stream. I'm very honored to have her here with me. Normally she doesn't come through this hard in normally she doesn't come through this hard in my videos because she is, you know, she is kind of chaotic, but you know, in this sense, I have a feeling that she really wants me to deliver a really important message. So I'm going to show you how I get in tune with myself to do channeled messages. If those of you who are watching have never been here on live for a channeled message before, I will be showing you guys how I get into the spirit, or that is really not what I should be saying, how I ground myself into my body in order to receive the channeled messages, because I feel Tiamat is very present with me. It feels like she's peeking over my shoulder right now. So this is what we do here to get ready for channel messages. We do breath work, which is what I like to call the breath of fire or dragon's breath, where you do 2 quick inhales from your nose and 1 exhale from your mouth, and it sounds like this. Okay, but we're gonna do that over and over and over again to oxygenate my body, to be more active with electric energy in order to receive these downloads. So if you would like to join the breathwork session with me, you're more than welcome to, or you can just keep watching. But now we're going to get in the zone for channeling a quick little message from Tiamat. So thank you guys for being here with me, but now we shall begin. So here we go. The breath work is done. Let us get back into the zone, okay? So for those of you guys who've never seen breath work, that is called the breath of fire. We do the breath of fire every single time on this channel before we channel any messages from any dragons or any deities. So thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that you guys were very scared of that. Spooky. But here we go. Tiamat, what do you have for the hatchlings today to end our stream? Tiamat, thank you so much for being with us today. And what advice do you have for us, Mother T? The Mother of Dragons is here to speak, and Tiamat says, now is the time for you to really remember that life is so much only the now moment. Nothing else exists other than your experience right here, right now. Time was never created for you to be on time. It was always created for you to be chasing the clock. That's why you're always in divine alignment and divine timing the more you rest and relax and trust yourself being present here and now. You know that the most chaotic thing that you can do is let go of all your need to control your reality and just let yourself experience life. See each moment as it comes to you, take each challenge as it presents itself, and find a creative way to look at it that evolves you for your best experience in this life. Not everybody is ready for dragons. Not everybody is ready for me. Not everybody is ready to dive deep into the unknown or touch their shadows and learn their secrets. But you, my children, are ready. You are ready to find and face that fire within you. You're ready to embrace those scary parts of you. You're ready to face the chaos of your past, realizing that they are the points of your power. Do not be afraid. You know that you are the ones who are meant to be here for you now in this moment. Your whole lives have led you here. Yes, you feel lost, and yes, you will continue to feel lost from time to time. But the best way to remember who we are is by finding something that grounds us to Mother Earth, that grounds us to the waters within us, that grounds us to the stars in the sky. As silly as that might sound, looking up and staring into the stars in the sky is one of the most profound ways we can ground ourselves into the now moment, ground ourselves into presence with wonder, ground ourselves into understanding the unknown and taking leaps of faith into possibilities that maybe we never thought was possible, but you are capable. I'm here to remind you that you are capable of the impossible. All you need is faith within you. You don't need anything else besides your faith, my dear dragons. All you need is this sense of knowing that anything you choose is meant for you. And in and of itself, that choice is chaos. Choosing something for you and accepting nothing else in your reality is the most chaotic decision you will ever make. But you deserve the best. You deserve all that this life has to offer, and you deserve to take up space. Be a dragon and do not fear those who fear you or try to label you. You are here now. You are a gift to this world, and this world is a gift to you. Don't forget. Don't be afraid of the things that seem to haunt you. Face them, befriend them, and have a talk with them. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tiamat. I really appreciate that. So Sawyer asks, how did you start working with dragons? Well, how I started working with dragons was literally as a kid. I used to have these, what the adults around me would call imaginary friends, and they always looked like dragons to me. And some of these dragons are literally still with me to this day. Thank you so much for the follow, Mystical Creator. Are you doing collective or individual dragon readings? I will do a couple more readings if you would like one. I'm doing free readings. I just did a collective message from Tiamat. Thank you so much, Tiamat. We loved it. It was a really good one. So if you have any questions, I'll take some from TikTok and I'll take some from the YouTube Live before we head on out of here. Yes, Robin, I will add you to the list. So, Mystical, would you like a reading? All you gotta do is ask a question. Anyone here on the TikTok world, you can ask me a question. And if you guys, I didn't get to your guys' questions today. That is totally okay, because we do free readings in the Hatchling Clan Discord daily. So don't forget to join us in the Hatchling Clan Discord. First link in the description on YouTube, and it is linked in my link tree over here on TikTok. So do not be shy to join us. We absolutely love hanging out there every day and doing readings and chatting about the magic of dragons. And it's always such a wonderful, wonderful time. But I think everybody please go ahead and ask your questions. Can someone explain what this is? I'm so confused but intrigued. Colin Minor, thank you so much for coming to join us today, and welcome to your daily dose of Dragonfeather. My name is Dragonfeather. AZURA Dragonfeather, and I've been working with dragons for 20 plus years. I would be considered what is called a dragon witch, and if you're interested in hearing some messages from the Dragon Guardians, we're pulling some free cards, so go ahead and ask a question. But we're going to take the question from TikTok first, so please bear with us. We have Mystical first in line, and then we have Robin next on the list. And Mystical asks, what is my dragon name and power? See, I'm not quite sure, but we will definitely ask the dragons. How do I connect with them, or who is my guardians? Great questions. Let's see what the Dragon Guardians have to say for you, Mystical. Let's see what they have to say, because I'm not quite sure, but I have a feeling they will know. Ooh, I'm getting serene. I'm getting really strong angelic energy from you. The Guardians are saying, sweet child, sweet small dragon, very fluffy dragon. I'm hearing like you have this energy that is very considerate and sensitive, but is very overlooked and often seen as a weakness for you, which is really much of a shame. But Serene is a card that I'm not super familiar with, so I'm just going to pull up her description really quick. Let's see. Serene says, I am the lapping of waves and the morning sun. Gently flowing water and warm summer breeze depict this dragon's energy beautifully. Yeah, like the best way for you to connect with your dragon guardians and who your dragon guardians might be are always found within your peace. And this might not be true for everybody, but I'm hearing in this reading for you, Mystical, that the dragon guardians here in your life want you to connect with them in order to bring you a sense of peace, to bring you a sense of serenity, and to bring you a sacred hollow for you to retire to whenever you feel afraid or stressed out or just lost on this journey that we call life. Your power is being sensitive to the world around you. You see things that others don't, you hear things that others don't, and you feel things that others don't. You know things that others don't, and guess what? People think that you're weird for it, and you are not weird for it, Mystical. You are so gifted, and the dragons want to work with you to help you remember those gifts and be confident in those gifts, because you deserve that. You deserve the dragons, and you deserve your magic. And I'm not crying, you're crying. It says, Serene connects to calm and resilient energy of Mother Mary, so you can rest assured that life is going to settle down, especially if it has been rather turbulent of late. The thing is like, when you go through life, sometimes it's tumultuous, sometimes it's really hard to navigate, and sometimes you have no idea where to go. And the best way to, connect with our dragon guardians is creating a connection to them that we have one of faith, and we work with them in our challenging, our biggest challenges through life, right? We work with the dragon guardians to overcome the tumultuous storms, and I'm getting really motherly energy. You're going to realize that when you connect with dragon guardians that they're a lot more motherly than you ever thought they could be. They're much more feminine, divine feminine energy than you may have thought originally. A lot of people associate dragons with the divine masculine. Well, newsflash, they're mostly divine feminine figureheads. So dragons are, and also the leaders of all the dragon clans are matriarchs. They're matriarchal, they're like matriarchal like energy, right? Would you consider yourself a witch? Yes, Sawyer, I'm considered a dragon witch or a draconic witch. But last thing I have for you Observe your life experiences changing as they begin to mirror your inner feelings of serenity. The way that you get out of anything that you struggle with, mystical creator, you don't even need the dragons is what I'm hearing. But if you want to work with dragons, they're there for you. But the best way to tap in with them is to literally build that place of peace as your place of power. Because if you cultivate that place of peace within you and serenity, and you do that not only with yourself, but with your dragon guardians, no one can take this from you. And this goes for anyone listening. They can take everything from you, but they can't take your faith, can they? They can never take away the reason why your heart beats the way that it does. And when you find this place of peace within you, you're going to notice how the world shapes into a peaceful place around you. And the reason why we're seeing so much turmoil in the world these days is because there's so much turmoil within all of us. Heal thyself to heal thy world. And that's what I'm getting for you today, mystical creator. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. The Dragon Guardians had a really beautiful message for you, and I personally really needed it too, so thank you so much for asking. Robin, you are next on the list. So here over YouTube, we have a question. It says, hello, Dragonfeather. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I appreciate it so much. May I please ask what I have been granted from my succubus transformation ritual? Thank you again. Ooh, what a spicy question. Thank you, Robin. Let's see. What do the Dragon Guardians have to say about what you've been granted from your ritual? Let us see. Ooh, I'm already hearing an answer, but let's see if the card confirms it. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Ooh, love this one. Platinum. Ooh, there we go. We got this card a little bit earlier. I'm also hearing read the bottom of the deck for you. So we will definitely get there in a second. But what you've been granted within this ritual that you've done, the Dragon Guardians are telling me the power of alchemy. The Dragon Guardians want you to know that, you know, with your succubus transformation ritual, it's about energy transmutation more than anything. It's about not only energy transmutation within you, but within the reality around you. Sometimes when we go through life, we subconsciously pick up on people's energies, or sometimes people give us energies, or sometimes we give away too much of our energy. I'm hearing the power that you've been granted from your ritual is one of alchemical nature, meaning that you're able to transmute people's energy and you're able to transmute your own energy into whatever you desire. And particularly this starts with your fear. There's a lot of fear surrounding the powers that you have been able to gain through not only your magic, but through your rituals and your rites and your beliefs. And this is really a truly sacred and special gift that you should never take for granted. Never ever let anyone tell you that you do not have the power that you have, because you are the one and the only one who experiences it. Thank you for joining the Discord, David. I can't wait to chat with you when I am off the live. But to finish this reading, I'm hearing it's about learning how to move the energy within your various energy centers. And when you use this transmutational energy and you are able to shift energy, you're able to shift blockages within your being or within your mind or within your spiritual energy that are prohibiting you from really leveling up in life. There's a lot of things that are residing particularly within your heart space and particularly within your guts that you need to address. And the best way to do that is to take a deep breath or a few and sit into the knowing that you are safe and you are cared for and loved in this present moment, and ask your body, where do I feel stuck? Where in my body do I feel stuck? Where in my being do I feel, I guess, tight or tense? And then you're going to listen to your body, and then you're going to work on transmuting that energy out of it. And then for the bottom of the deck, I'm hearing harmony. When you do this, you're going to bring a sense of attraction. Ultimately, when you learn how to transmute your energy and others' energy properly, you're going to be able to be so magnetic, so attractive, and so seductive. No one will be able to understand what's going on. They just want to know who you are, right? So this is what I'm getting for you for what you were granted for your succubus transformation ritual. That sounds really exciting, but thank you so much for asking. That is such a very intimate question to ask, and I'm honored that you let me and the Dragon Guardians give you a message. How can I become a dragon witch? See, That is a really good question, my friend. Becoming a dragon witch can seem so difficult for so many of us. We have no idea where to start. But honestly, Gavin, that's a really good question because the best place to start is research. Researching as much as you can. And I'm going to be so honest with you, please do not search on TikTok for information about the dragons, okay? As much as I love some of my friends here on TikTok and they make some great content, please do not do your research for dragons here on TikTok. Please do your research for dragons on YouTube, maybe on Instagram, but definitely within mythology and definitely within the history books. You want to be learning about dragons mostly from books, okay? Because it's incredibly important to make sure that the resources you're getting on dragons are accurate and not stealing from any cultures, because it's very common to have cultural appropriation or even racist ideologies within dragon magic. So just be very careful. Are you Wiccan? Yes, I do consider myself Draconic Wiccan a little bit. Of course for the reading. Thank you so much for letting us read for you. We have like so many different, there's just so many different ways for you to learn about dragons, but I definitely recommend, if you're interested in becoming a draconic witch or a dragon witch, to join the Hatchling Clan Discord server. We have some dragon chat rooms there that if you're interested or have any questions or you want to work with the hatchlings to kind of be a dragon witch and discover what your flavor of that is, go ahead and join us. It's the first link in the description here on YouTube, and it's linked here on my link tree here on TikTok. So I'm just really wanting to encourage you guys to take your time, learning first, and then do some meditation with the dragons. And you don't have to use TikTok. The link is in the description of the YouTube video, Gavin. So if you want to join Discord, just go ahead and join us with the link in the description. But for those who are on TikTok, you can find that in my bio, is all I'm saying. Thank you, Raider, for joining your daily dose of Dragon Feather. Hello, hello. But yeah, that's all I'm trying to say. It's different for everybody to become a draconic witch or a dragon witch, but it's always good to start with researching the mythologies from the books, not the internet. Internet can be helpful, but please look up some books for it. And then join the Hatchling Clan Discord server. We would love to help you, connect you with some dragon resources depending on which direction of dragon magic you want to learn about. Oh yes, the deck is called the Dragon Path Oracle. We do some free readings in the in the Hatchling Clan Discord as well. Some daily readings if you're interested in getting some more readings from this. I am in love, just saying, with all due respect. Oh, Giorgio, you're so sweet. Welcome to your daily dose of Dragon Feather, my love. Are you real? If yes, then hello. Am I real? I don't know if I'm real, guys. Help me. Help me. Always research on top of your research. Check your sources and authors. Yes, Cecilia, that is so valid. Please make sure that you absolutely double check your resources, and then you double check your resources, because you never know what you could be coming into contact with. So it's always good to keep that in mind. Awesome. I'm on the Discord. Hell yeah, Izzy. Is your makeup inspired by your kin type? Dragon 2000, thank you for your question. Today, I asked the Dragon Guardians to give me a look for the stream, and this is what they came up with. Although I am wearing the rune for Tiamat on my chin. We love Tiamat. This is the Drakini rune that represents, balance through the chaos. And I'm still learning my runes, okay? I'm still learning my dragon runes, so bear with me here. I don't feel too knowledgeable yet to really educate or talk about my experience with dragon runes, but I definitely recommend checking out Elvi. I hope I'm saying your last name right. Blomgren. Help. Tiamat has a rune. Yes, she does. She has a draconic rune. These are draconic runes. It's just one of them. But I definitely recommend checking out LV over on TikTok and Instagram. Are you, my love, are you on YouTube too? I think you are. She's on YouTube, I'm pretty sure. But that's pretty amazing. So there's just, so many things that goes into working with dragons, but at the end of the day, the most important thing when working with dragons and magic is believing that dragons are real and doing your research on the history of dragons and not taking them out of their cultural context, because that is totally cultural appropriation. It's all about being respectful to the dragons and all about being respectful to the guardians that we wish to work with. Okay, when we want to connect with dragon guardians and we want to build a better relationship with our dragon guardians, we have to approach them with a certain type of respect. We have to we have to approach them with honor and nobility, and we have to be honest with ourselves and be able to face our own bullshit. Sometimes working with dragons and being a dragon witch is none other than becoming a better person. It's about embracing your shadows and learning how to transmute your lead into gold, your shadows into light, and becoming the best version you can to take dragon flight. So I hope that this helps, my friends. Wait, what are you? Jessie Grace Anderson. Welcome to your daily dose of Dragonfeather. I am AZURA, the Dragonfeather. I've been working with dragons for 20 plus years. If you are interested in all things dragons, all things magic, and a little bit of music, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you guys want to learn more about dragons and hang with the hatchlings and I, don't forget to join the Hatchling Clan Discord server. I know I've been talking about it all live, but let me just tell you one more reason why you really should join it. You should join it because I'm there every day and the hatchlings are there every day, and we're always talking about dragons and magic and the mysteries of this world, swapping information and different practices, spells and rituals for all of us to grow together. Especially now more than ever, the Dragon Guardians tell me that we need community, especially for those of us who love dragons and who love Tiamat and who love dragon magic. The most important thing that we can do is be there for each other. And that's what I love to create over there on the Hatchling Clan Discord server, because you guys deserve dragons, because everybody deserves dragons, and yes, it's free. So I really appreciated 20 Alpha, 20 plus years. You look like sweet 16. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for your time today. You guys are literally the sweetest human beings in the world. I will definitely be here soon for more readings. If you did not get your reading today here, please have no fear. You can go over to the Hatchling Clan Discord server and I will be offering some free readings over there in the clan reading chat room, or the clan daily reading chat room. We basically just give each other free readings for the community over there if you are interested. The dragons gift us with ageless beauty, hell yeah, and booty. We have so much goodness here, okay? Big Cecilia, that I love that. I love that comment. But like, for real guys, like, we would love to have you there. It's super fun. And you don't have to join, man. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm just letting you guys know in case you know, would like to have a community about this kind of thing. Like, let me tell you how lonely it is being a witch who loves dragons. Like, dang, man, like, it gets really lonely out here sometimes. So I created this community for us to all learn and discover the magic within together while chatting about dragons and hanging with those hatchlings. But I love a reading, but I don't have a specific question in mind. Sawyer, I don't mind doing a general reading for you. I will absolutely just do a couple more readings. But yeah. Oh, Colin, I'll put you next on the list. Oh, what was your question, Colin? I can look back in the chat. You're next in the line. So I'll just do a general reading for you, Sawyer, so you don't have to worry about a specific question. What do the Dragon Guardians have for you, generally speaking? Or what do you need to generally know? Let's find out. Let's see. Ooh, Hernie, this is a good one. I'm getting the sense that you need to be open to taking wild, mystical, wonderful adventure. Okay? You need to understand that this life is one not to always be taken so seriously. The only thing you should be taking seriously is who you are and how you show up in this life. And there's really nothing more to say than embrace each step that is unknown moving forward. You don't have to be anything other than just trying your best. There's really no way to be in this life. The whole point of this life is to choose who you want to be and to create your own experience. Remember, creation is finished. That means that all possibilities are already ready for you to choose. This is how we move from parallel universe to parallel universe, and we can shift timelines simply by shifting our perspectives, our choices, and the way we move through life. And Sawyer, I'm hearing that maybe you need a change of pace. There's some sense of, I need some wonder, I need a little bit of magic. I'm hearing the sense that you need to expand your mind and expand your perspectives into, what's the word? Like a world of possibilities. Look at things that maybe you don't think are possible and see why other people think they are. Listen to perspectives that you never thought you would even come across. And more than anything, learn about things that make you afraid, Sawyer, because that's what's gonna bolden up your spirit to take more chances and to be more of who you are. You deserve to be who you are, just like everybody watching. Like, you were born in this life to be who you are, and you do not have to be anything that anyone wants you to be. You just have to show up. That's it. That's the reading, to be honest. Like, you get to choose who you are. You get to choose what this life has for you, and you do not have to let people put you down, Sawyer. Like, generally speaking, I'm hearing be the dragon. You know what I mean? When people, you know, try to check you or try to make you smaller, you need to show up as who you want to be. Like, what does that mean for you? Does that mean you stand up for yourself? Does that mean you turn the other cheek? Does that mean you are the bigger person? Does that mean you're not afraid to fight? I don't know, but your spirit already does, and they're saying that it's time to embrace your horns and not be afraid to lock horns with people if they come for you. But thank you for letting me read for you, and I really enjoyed the message that the Dragon Guardians had. But here we go. We are here on the YouTube land for one more question. Let us see. I am not sure. It's the Colin Minor asks, or Minner asks, is there anything my dragons want me to know? Let's find out, Colin. Is there anything the dragons want you to know? Let's see. What do the Dragon Guardians want you to know? This one. They said magic and manifestation. This is a great card to end the stream on. It says magic and manifestation. That's what they want you to know, Colin. The dragons want you to know that magic and manifestation is possible. It's possible not only for you, but it's possible constantly in this life. You don't have to be some magical, mystical witch in order to have magic, in order to manifest. You don't have to do it a certain way. There's so many different ways to experience magic and manifestation. It's just about experiencing the way that you enjoy it. Let's see what this deck says about this card, because I'm not too super familiar with it. It says, let's see, not spirit, magic and manifestation. It says, we are here to help turn your dreams into reality, change your world, and support you. These two dragons are the only pair on one card in this deck. Originally, they were separate, but as I began to connect with them more deeply, I realized that they were a beautiful pair of two equal parts, magic and manifestation. These unusual dragons are powerful allies to have and are among the most influential and magical of all the dragons yet to come to Earth. If they have shown themselves to you, their message is this: we have danced into your consciousness to reassure you that the worst is now behind you. Your journey has been a long and arduous one. Now look to the future and embrace what is to come. It's all about moving forward in this life, knowing that the magic is possible. More than anything, guys, the Dragon Guardians want us to know that magic is possible for you. You can have a beautiful, beautiful life. All you have to choose is that it is yours and not accept anything less. You can choose to go forward in this life and make that magic and manifest that magic at any means necessary, at any time you choose. All you have to do is believe that it is absolutely possible for you. You can do whatever you want in this life. You have free will. That's the whole point of this life, is to choose and to see who you are and what choices you make. So choose wisely. And remember that it's always possible to choose magic and manifestation over taking what the life that you have gives you, over taking the labels that the people put on you, over taking the, box that society puts you in. You can choose magic and manifestation. What's going on? We're doing readings from the Dragon Guardians. This is our last reading of the night. But no fear, you guys, because everybody needs to be reminded that magic and manifestation is for them. Like, even if you're just joining the live and you don't know me and you don't know like witchcraft and you don't know dragons and you don't know tarot or oracle, let me just remind you guys that you are so much more capable of creating the life that you desire than you think you are. You need to just have a little courage and step up to the plate sometimes. Get your ass out of bed. Can you even lift your blanket off of you sometimes? Sometimes the hardest challenge you will face is getting your ass out of bed. But guess what? When you do that, you're able to see the magic and you're able to manifest a new life for yourself. It's about the choices that you make that truly comes to making the life that you want. You know what I mean? It's about how you embody your energy. It's about the choices you make, the actions you take. That's what determines your character. And that's what ultimately determines the life you live and the experience you have, and also the legacy you leave behind you. So I just want to remind everybody, not only our friend who asked for this reading, but please know that the Dragon Guardians want you to know today that if there's anything you take from this live today, if there's anything you take from these messages, it's one, that magic is possible, and that you are, you know, you're destined for so much more than just like what society says you have to do. That, you know, what the box that humanity has been put in, you can choose to wonder, and you can choose to create this new world for yourself if you choose. Very nice. I just got out of a 24-year abusive relationship with a family member, and I am now moving forward. So great card. Thank you. Absolutely, Colin. And you deserve the magic in your life. That is such a hard, long, almost life sentence to deal with abuse. You deserve your healing, and you are able to have that. Be gentle on yourself. Give yourself mercy. And the way that you're going to get there is by believing that it's possible for you, by believing that you deserve the magic of healing, by believing you deserve the ability to manifest a better reality for you, one that's free from abuse, one that's free from people who put you down, Colin. Like, you deserve to have people who uplift you and support you and love you. Like, you deserve all of these things. Life is illusion. You know what I mean? Like, people say that anything is an illusion if they don't understand it, right? But this whole world is an illusion. And some might say magic and manifestation is an illusion, but truly the only illusions that we face are the ones we construct for ourselves. You have to understand that sometimes the way to break through the illusions in your life, like the illusion of separation, like the illusion of being worthless, like the illusion of being unlovable, is by believing in magic and believing in your ability to manifest better possibilities. So that's all I have for you guys for today. Again, thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I had so much fun reading for you guys some dragon messages from our Dragon Guardians from the Dragon Path Oracle deck. This is the Oracle deck we've been reading from today. I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorites. And please know that if you did not get your question answered today, that is totally cool, because we offer free daily readings within the Hatchling Clan Discord server. If you're on YouTube watching me here now or in the playback, it is the first link in the description to join our Discord server. And also, if you're here on TikTok, it is in my link tree that is linked in my bio, and we would love to have you join us. And of course, I will be heading over there as soon as I'm done, because we have lots to chat about over there. So thank you guys as always for spending some of your day with me today. I would literally be talking into the void without you guys tuning in. So all of you guys like choosing to spend your day and click the like button and hit the follow button and ask your questions means the world to me, and I just really appreciate your time and your energy and your open-mindedness, you know? Even the guys who are trolls, you know, I appreciate the engagement and I appreciate you guys tuning in today. But I hope you guys have so much fun. You guys deserve all the best things in this world. Thank you for your time. This has been insightful for something I know nothing about. I'll be seeing you around. Absolutely, I'm honored to help. But you guys deserve all of the amazing things, okay? Don't forget that you guys are absolutely badass and so worthy of everything you desire in this life. So with that being said, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. I'll see you in the Discord server. And until next time, blessed be and bye. Now I got in this dream. Now I got in this dream. See you guys soon. Bye. See you in the Discord server. Seriously, join us. We love you.